The city was cold, not just in temperature but in soul. The towering steel buildings watched silently as she wandered its alleys and streets like a shadow no one noticed. Her name was Kaelira, once a royal from a planet whose name no longer held meaning. The invaders had come in fire and steel, burning her forests, crumbling her palaces. What was once a proud race of starlit beings had become nothing but scattered refugees. And here she was now, one of them on Earth, a planet that didn't want her. Her silver skin shimmered faintly under the streetlights, and her pale lavender eyes, once regal, now carried the dullness of hunger. Her kind had tried to blend in, but blending in was impossible when your very existence made people uneasy. The humans called her alien, parasite, even roach. To survive, she had learned to silence her voice. She begged in whispers now, outside bakeries, near trash bins, wherever food might be discarded. She reached out with shaking hands outside a cafe one chilly evening. The rich scent of roasted bread and coffee tortured her. Inside, laughter bubbled, clinking of spoons and bright music. A woman glanced at her and quickly looked away. A man dropped a coin on the ground, but not for her. A child stared, curious, but was pulled away by a mother who muttered, "Don't look at it." Kaelira turned away, hugging the tattered blanket tighter around her thin frame. No one offered her even a crumb. That's when she met him. His name was Eli. A mechanic by trade, with grease-stained fingers and a soul far too kind for this world. He saw her sitting by a broken light post near his workshop. Most would pass. He stopped. She flinched when he crouched. "You okay?" he asked softly. Kaelira's lips parted, then closed again. She wasn't sure if he was mocking her. "I don't have anything fancy, but hold on." He disappeared into the garage, and for a moment she debated running. But her legs were too weak, and curiosity too strong. When he returned, he had a steaming bowl of noodles, some bread, and a thermos. "It's not much," he said, "but it's hot. You look like you need that more than I do." She stared at it, then at him. "Why?" she rasped. He blinked. "Because you're hungry. No one else does. I'm not everyone else." That was the first day. He let her sit on a bench near his garage. She didn't say much, but he'd talk while fixing bikes or cars, humming songs from the old radio. Each day he brought her something, an extra sandwich, clean water, a coat. He never asked her to earn it. Never stared too long at her alien skin. Never recoiled when her accent slipped. One night it rained hard. She curled against the wall, soaked, teeth chattering. Eli appeared with a worn sleeping bag and a dry hoodie. "You'll get sick out here," he said. "I can't go anywhere." He hesitated. "You can stay in the garage. It's not much, but it's dry." She stared at him, stunned. "Why do you care?" "I don't know. Maybe, 'cause no one cared about me either once." Inside the garage she saw a different world. Tools on walls, old photos, half-built machines. It smelled of oil and life. And on the dusty desk, a picture of a young boy and two adults, long gone. "My parents," Eli said quietly. "Car crash. I was 16. I'm sorry." "Me too. World's hard. But it doesn't have to be cruel." Weeks passed. She began to help. At first small things, sorting bolts, sweeping, and more. She learned about engines, circuits. Her race had once been master engineers. It came back quickly. "You're brilliant," Eli told her one day, watching her repair a stubborn bike engine. She flushed. "I was royalty once. Before Earth. Before begging." Eli didn't laugh. He didn't doubt her. "You still are," he said. That night he cooked soup and they ate together on the garage floor. For the first time she smiled. Not because she was no longer hungry, but because she felt seen. Then came the protest. A neighbor had seen her, silver-skinned and strange-eyed, and called the authorities. Word spread. People gathered, chanting for her to be removed. Lillian. Brett. Come. Eli stood in front of the garage as officials arrived. She's not hurting anyone, he argued. She's undocumented. Non-human. She's illegal, one officer barked. She's my partner. My assistant. My friend. She's not your kind. Eli stepped closer. She's more human than most of you. The officer raised a baton. Back off or get arrested. Kaelira stood then behind Eli. Don't fight, she whispered. They will kill you. I won't let them take you, he replied. But they did. They took her to a holding center outside the city. Metal walls. No sunlight. They called it processing. But no one ever came out. She was alone again. No crumbs. No words. It was cold. Days blurred. She stopped counting. Then one night a sound. A whisper of steel. A vent opened. A face appeared. Eli. How? She gasped. Didn't matter how. I had to find you. He had broken in, risking everything. Come on, he urged. They fled into the night. He didn't take her back to the garage. Too risky. Instead, they drove miles into the countryside in his rusted van. Found an abandoned cabin. There, under stars unfiltered by city lights, they started again. Together. They fixed up the place. Shared stories by candlelight. She showed him how to map the stars. He showed her how to fix a motorcycle. In his eyes she was not an alien. Not a burden. She was Kaelira. His equal. His heart. One evening he knelt in the grass, a small ring in hand. It's not much. But it's real. Like you. Like this. Her heart thundered. I don't need a crown, she said. I just need you. He said yes. Years passed. The world changed slowly. The fear of the other faded as more humans and starborns began to work together. Laws were rewritten. Justice crawled forward. But Eli and Kaelira didn't wait for the world. They built their own. He opened a new garage in a distant town, with her name on the sign. She designed machines that blended alien tech and human grit. People came not just for repairs, but to witness something rare. Oh. One rainy afternoon, a child knocked on the garage door. Wet, trembling, hungry. Kaelira opened the door and saw herself in the girl's eyes. She brought her inside. Wrapped her in a blanket. Offered her bread. And love. 'Cause she remembered. She had begged for a crumb once. And one human gave her everything.